And we are underway, third Hoop Summit on the women's side. It's the U at 34.5 points per game, 48, 38, 89 splits in her senior season.
That a little bit later.
Her sister Lauren, an All-American this year at UCLA. Nice driving with both the men and the women tonight. Second chance, wide open, easy bucket.
A lot of length, boy. We checked the wingspan, and I still want to remeasure. They said 16, which I expected it from USA, but boy, the world's getting it after defensively as well.
Davidson and a turnover. This is what the U.S. is looking for. Easy points in transition. They're going to get it. Risa Shea, whose brother was the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft last year, one of the front runners.
On Aaliyah Chavez, using that wingspan and then the drop down low, their time, and really come through the pressure with patience and can see the floor.
Back by the fact that Betts has won the Gatorade Colorado Player of the Year the last 5 years. What a pass!
And both teams getting pain points, but just in different ways.
Chavez comes up short.
Is going to be a fantastic player for Kara Lawson in Durham.
Extra pass and finish. Now, you mentioned the Olympics as we were talking earlier. Just think about how close that gold medal. Women both come away with silvers in their home Olympics. Back. Chavez.
She is usually money prized of. Great steal, great hands by Betts.
Get it up ahead in transition. And the
good backing forth. And how about the no look by Risa Shea on the
18 points per game in his last 20 or so games. And when you talk to Dan Rolfus, he mentioned her particularly impressing through this week of practice. Knock away and a steal. Yetch had it taken away. Get it up ahead and enough. Can get it done on both ends of the floor, and the U.S. has taken a slim. That had to be brutal.
Good luck getting a rebound.
Right.
Can you imagine that?
Turnovers leading to 10 United States points in just a 2-point ball game.
That's how many Coach
Shoot it Hines off the screen, curls around, kick it out, open look. Popovich plays for ZKK Mega Basket, one of the elite programs over in Serbia.
In the post for the United States, I mean, they can throw a couple of bigger guards in there.
Had Davidson behind the defense. Double team comes, dump it off, lay it off.
To the hands of Jazzy Davidson, who's always running the floor.
Attack mode, Yetch with a
Yetch, off of the bounce, listed as 6'2", looks.
Committed to Florida for next year, a big get for Kelly. Oh, great look inside, just couldn't finish, but a foul is called. So it'll send.
As you go on in the women's game, you see more of that pick and roll action, especially in the WNBA. They run a lot of that.
Per game, it's going to be obvious, but her court vision is clear when you watch her play. Aaliyah Crump and Zakiya Johnson on the floor for the U.S. 3-ball, Yetch a little too strong.
Gives you a lot of length. I really like her shooting ability from the outside, though, Noah. Speaking of which, McDowell, yeah, I mean, come on.
Hines up and under, that's pretty. Rebound, Chavez fell, Hines has it, McDowell streaking for the open lane. So LSU #1 recruiting class in the country this year. Oh, rejected inside.
Team USA, and Chavez just has the ball on a yo-yo. You don't know if you got cheery of the finish.
Oh, nice out of bounds play.
Wanted it to, but that was perfectly executed.
Another turnover, another transition bucket.
At overtime, a lead at one of their girls' events, and she's going to Texas to play for Vic Schaefer, who's an alum of this Nike Hoop Summit.
Here running, doesn't need it. Team World, who keeps this 2-point lead. 2-point opportunity taken. Think about a team that made the Final Four, fresh off that run. That one a little.
And going back to that execution here, a little up screen by Betts, and don't stay long enough. The defense.
The World takes this down, not for long enough. Somfay comes up a little bit short, and then not. Dan Rolfus has to be pleased with the defense of it. We just don't know when you're going to get that again. And so, yeah, they realize with it. Somfay is going to have to put it up. Forces, nearly banked home. The World are in a battle after one. The Sooners look to take that next step.
Yeah, head coach Jenny Baranchek is both saying that Chavez reminds them a lot of Kara Lawson. The head coach at
Keir's back on the floor, bouncing inside. Nice seal, and then a foul's going to be called on Betts. World roster. You have McKeer representing Canada. Detch, a real hot start from France. We mentioned Risa Shea and what she's done representing. Think about the overall game globally and how much it's grown as Betts gets an easy one.
Down the line, you know, the not too near future. Mississippi takes her time as well. Betts comes in late on the.
That I expect us to see any technical fouls at the Nike Hoop Summit, but you never know.
Yeah, and she's a lot stronger than she may look. She's deceptively a little bit of an awkward angle here on the pass by Jazzy Davidson, but she finds a way to get there and make.
8:19 to play in this first half, and we've still got a battle. Just a 3.
This moment.
Sylvia, you say you're happy now, but when you came over here, you said, I'm angry right now. You're growling at me.
Comfortably.
It's definitely a competitive game right now, Sylvia. Watching these young women.
Of like what these women bring full to the table, and I'm loving like all the aspects of it. But ambassador, giving insight of what it takes to the next level from high school to this is the great time for them to be getting that overseas exposure if they're going to be in the USA program. They be, and so to see us going this class together, I think it says a lot about the women's sports. But I'm being a coach right now. Yes.
Still what you can know over here.
Yeah, understandable joint throws.
Yeah, I looked down at the rebounding just to check, and she's right. The world is up in terms of her hand and her involvement in USA basketball. She also through the 28 Olympics, so just stepping up in a major way and taking responsibility.
One of just the elite WNBA players that we've gotten to see throughout her and Maya and everybody that they brought in was just phenomenal basketball.
Well, what was interesting is Risa Shea, that was nasty.
That was impressive. That was real impressive.
Aspect of her game.
We're seeing it from Sienna already getting inside early in this one. And she does draw the contact.
Finish that just right through. And then Jazzy Davidson showing some toughness.
You've got Davidson, who got quite the ovation when she was introduced before the game today. 2,000 career points. One of 3 players to be named at Naismith High School. Real comfortable watching her continuing to dice defenses up just like that, but she can't finish.
It's hard. Good teammate.
Finds Spicer for the wide open triple. On there on the horn, not sure entirely why, with 6:14 to play. And there will be a timeout. So,
time Sylvia said, it's absolutely Jazzy. She is the perfect player. She's complete. She does everything. You know, end of the season, that ACL injury, you expect her to miss a lion's share of next year.
Court transfer, so it opens up some spots in the rotation. Who is a dog defensively? Good luck doing anything on offense with those two. Kennedy
played. The U.S. did have 2 that didn't see the floor for a variety of reasons, including Sarah, and really stood out. The 3 assists, and now looking to add some more at the free throw line. This second quarter, the Kansas State commit, along with Haley
here in the first half of this game, including Swain. Out of
the hope to get back to the NCAA tournament after missing for the first time since the 80s. That
highly of her game in terms of her leadership, felt like she could be a captain.
She has the possibility or potential of being a captain for South Carolina one day. That is massive.
Are looking for when you come in, and you can do this too, by the way.
Step back, a little too straight game. Davidson again, short, and McDowell rips down the board. Past season. Back down, Grace Knox, tough one, doesn't go. And she's got the hoop and harm with a chance for 3.
And I was just getting ready to say, she may pass it, go strong and tough, take some contact, but for Australia in terms of their national team and the pipeline of players out of the top WNBA players as well in their professional league.
For Australian basketball, you see someone like Sandy Brondello win the WNBA.
Oh man, just so smooth and impacts the game in so many ways. We've seen a full arsenal. I hope you know that I love me a lefty.
I will say, and I know
this looks like butter coming off the fingertips, man.
And triple. And yep. It's pretty clear that Shales was behind, and still Shales will have the free throw on the end. One opportunity on that last. Our first win in this 3rd edition of the Nike Hoop Summit on the women's side. And Shales fought for, finally claimed by the world, nearly a giveaway. It's now for the world.
B. Alexander rewarded for the hustle there.
Handoff, Crump on the outside, puts the head down, couldn't get to in the paint. Shoot, just gonna have to force one up, and a shot clock violation.
He's always in position to rebound, and that will bode well at LSU. I was getting in your way, actually. No, I like to cut you off.
That's all right. I'm more than happy to have you. Montverde, legendary basketball academy over the last 7.
That's a big get for the Bearcats.
Highest rated recruit in program history.
USA defensive slippage. And then the dish from Swain.
Just felt so at home when she had her visit there. Played at IMG And
She said she felt at home after spending some extra time at the library. I said you should definitely there with 3 of those 4 players right here on this court. KP, who's filling in for the big shoes.
those are Shaq level size shoes, like size 24, whatever he wears to compete to get back in the NCAA tournament next season. Crump. A second to make a run and extend this to a legitimate, and it's out of bounds to the world. Or is it? We're going to confer. Let's see where they reset. Currently at 1. Got to get it right.
Let's get it right. Get it right, get it tight.
Oh, I like that still. For Ricochet with 10 to shoot and a minute to play in the first half. Ricochet showing off the
nearly impossible angle with the contact.
Half, and we've seen an array of moves that have really turned some heads in this building to make it 7 and bring it back to a 5-point game and claim the momentum going in.
And witness so far today.
Yeah, one of those players with just fingerprints all over the game. Another turnover.
To the locker room. Nice sidestep.
Gotten more aggressive when they went down double digits. The U.S. pulled away, hit a first half. And Popovich makes it for the world. Chavez pulls.
Francis and Zakiya Johnson is a nightmare trap. Both of them very long, active hands.
They're going to have to go and double check. Hector Sanchez goes to the scores table to confirm. He's going to head back towards the bench with a timeout call. 26.6 seconds. A fairly tight game in the gold medal game. He'll get inside, knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the U. Hold for 1. It looks like that's what Carly Clark is trying to implore her team to do. Hook it, open, 3 ball. A little too short from Yetch.